Hey, what's up, peoples? Back again with another ridiculous project. We're getting back on the bus. I bought that bus a couple of years back. You saw me chop it down, all the way down. So really, it's not a bus anymore. It's a cutaway, but we call it a bus. Nonetheless, I was using it on my property, and I was continuing with the project to get caught up with life and all the other nonsense that we got going on. Unfortunately, while I was in the middle of using that bus and pushing something with that bus backwards, the brakes let loose, and I lost brakes. My daughter was behind this damn bus, okay? She was holding a 2x4 to help me push a piece of crap car someplace else, and we were using this bus to push it through. And the thing lost brakes. And thank God she jumped out of the way, because this bus did not stop. Long story short, some asshole put a coupler on a hard brake line that was busted. Apparently this bus was in an accident long before I got it. They fixed that left front corner where it was hit, but I guess the hard line got damaged. So what these morons did was they put a coupler in there, and with a hydro boost and everything else going on, it's way too much pressure. I didn't see it. I didn't see it at all, but it finally let loose, and yeah, it was almost curtains, man. It was almost curtains, so that's really, really bad shit. Long story short, that bus sat. I got pissed off. I tried to move it a couple of times, and I almost wrecked it a couple of times. The e-brake didn't work. I couldn't get it to stop, and so there it sat, parked. I picked up a couple of other projects I needed to deal with, and here we are, a year or two later, and I'm warming back up to the bus. I gotta mess with this bus, so we just gotta get it done. We gotta get it done. Down here, down there somewhere, is where that coupler is. I'm gonna get underneath this thing and I'll show you where it is. Don't do this. This is what somebody did to me. See? I actually tried to patch it up to save it just so I can get this thing moved on my property. I couldn't even do that, man. This thing's a nightmare. So I went ahead and I bought a whole new line. And today, I finally have a little bit of time to go ahead and get it done. So that's what we're gonna be doing today. So, need a new brake line. I ordered a new brake line. This is what they sold me. Well, I guess there's no pre-bent brake lines for this thing. So what we're gonna do today is we're gonna pull it out and see where the bends are and try to bend this other one the same way and put the ends on it and all that goodness. I'll be honest with you, I've done brake lines, but I can't say I've done brake lines like this where I've had to pre-bend them and do the fittings and all that. So this ought to be an experience, and hopefully I don't ruin this, because I only got one brake line on a roll per se. So here we go.
Okay, wait, show off, like, show me, come on, man, show me. I'm not recording you. Show me the tools. Two hands, man, come on, put the rag there. Put your hands out like that. Okay, perfect. Do both brakes need to be repaired?
One. Hey, let me see the camera out. Yeah. This is what we got to get to. That's your transmission, water separator, filter thing, ABS unit. We gotta disconnect it from here, but the problem is I can't see which one's which. So what we'll do is we'll start pulling this out on the other side and break it loose. And then we'll have to come back under here and pop it off.
Go!
I think I'm gonna pull it the other way.
Oh gosh. Okay. Wait.
Actually, you know what? You're gonna go forward? Hold up.
It's forward. I don't even know.
I'm gonna take it out back since.
Yeah, it just like popped off.
All right, hold it. Give me a sec. No good?
No.
All right, I'm coming.
Okay.
We'll get it out.
Cart your hand.
Who says diesels ain't dirty, man? This is the dirty diesel here. No, this is kind of like noodling, man. What the fuck? All right, hold up. Sorry. You know, it's got this couple of big bullshit blocks on it. We gotta put them back when we put the line in. You recording?
Yeah.
With the camera.
Oh shoot.
51 in the dirt doing this shit. Back it up. It goes like that. Alright. But here's the problem. Bling! See that? See, it goes like this. That's about right. Feels good. Man, it's gonna be. All right, let's do this. Turn it. Keep turning it. Turn it. Turn it. You don't want to do that. All right, hold up. Yeah. Choose braking lights clear. Good. That's clear. Hate it, but anytime I gotta bend some shit and bend it back, man. I don't care what it is. I hate doing that. I don't even know what this weirdo bend is, but that's factory. As you can see, it's pretty good. Not too bad. Gotta put in the brackets and shit.
Okay.
All right.
What
Maybe
happened?
sit in the driver's seat pumping on the brakes.
Oh, well. You have to hold something from your cord while I pump the brakes, sir.
Oh boy. And the brake. That brake's going all the way to the ground, huh? All right. Step on it. Step on it 3 times on the pedal to hold it. Yeah, and when you got it down, say okay. Hold it down. Pump again. Whew. And a day it's been. Finally got the brake line done on that truck. It was all right. I mean, here we are. It's April, so it's not too hot down here in South Florida. Unfortunately, I did have to work in the dirt, as you saw, and it was a little bit of a misery. Nothing was locked up, nothing was frozen on it. Everything came out nice and easy. I did use the flare wrenches, the brake line wrenches, and I highly recommend that even if they're a cheap set, that you use them, because these things are real easy to strip. You know, you want to just bang them a little bit, just pull them out, you're good to go. So everything came out all right. Had to fight the line to get it out, and almost kinked the line, the new line, when I was bending it, but got everything in order. Put it all back in, and figured I'd gravity bleed it, thinking I'd get away with that. I loaded it up. We still didn't have brakes at all. So I had to jack that one wheel up on that side, because it was the passenger front wheel, and the line ran from the passenger front caliper all the way back to the ABS block as it went around the driver's side of the vehicle, which for the life of me, I don't quite understand the math behind doing that. You could have just put it under the cab and ran it right across to the block, but you didn't. But anyway, that got done with, and I did have to go ahead and just bleed that caliper, that right front, to get it all right. So brakes are good, everything's good. Thank God everything's sorted, everything's done with, and I'm still gonna go through the whole truck, but at least now I can move it. And I didn't see anything else on any of the other lines as far as that coupler is concerned. No, I don't have it here, but I gotta tell you again, I can't warn you enough. Don't use those couplers, man. Those couplers will kill somebody. But I will tell you one final little story on that brake line in that truck before I end this video. And that was that truck at one point in its life was a shuttle bus. As you know, you've seen it. It was a shuttle bus down in Miami. But I bought it off this Haitian guy. And this Haitian guy was running a business with this thing. And what they were doing was they'd load this truck up with a bunch of Haitians with residency cards or green cards or paperwork in process, anything and everything. They'd load this bus up in Miami, and they would drive this damn thing all the way to Washington, D.C. They'd get there, all these people would get off this bus, they'd stand in line for a half a day to get inside over there in Washington, someplace in D.C., where they were processing all their immigration paperwork, and then after that, they'd get back on that bus, and they would drive all the way back. I asked him, what was that all about? Why didn't they just mail it in or use the local locations down here? And the response he basically gave me is that when one processes this immigration paperwork, it takes approximately 6 months for these guys to process the work. And of course, everybody wants to get their stuff done as soon as possible. So he would charge them a small fee. He would take them up to DC, and they would turn it around. And instead of having to wait 6 months, they would do it on the spot if the paperwork was in order. So, sounded like a win-win. Unless, of course, that coupler gave out and killed everybody on the damn bus. So, I don't know what that was all about. But again, thank God it happened under the circumstances it happened, where it was in a controlled environment. I was pushing a car with it in reverse. Thank God my daughter was behind this truck and jumped out of the way. But at least, again, nobody got hurt, nobody got killed. Stay away from the damn couplers, and thanks for tuning in.